welcome to part 2 of my Flinders series. In this episode we'll see Wangara Lookout, Hills Homestead, the old Wilpena station and the woolshed. The first thing I saw driving into Wilpena were the emus, and they really don't care about the cars. They stand on the side of the road and sometimes right in the middle of the road, and they'll just look at you. Okay, it's time to see what the day has in store for us. Today I'm going to do the Wangara Lookout and Homestead. So it's a 7.8 kilometre loop, and I've just got to stop and see the sign if I'm on the right lookout. Yep. As I said, a 7.8 kilometre loop, so it'll take me a couple of hours. I'm in no hurry, just enjoy the scenery, but I'll go up to the top and have a look at Wilpena Pound from the lookout. Should be pretty exciting stuff. I think it's going to take me longer than I expected, because there's a lot of signs along the way, and I like to read everything before I keep going. So it's going to probably take me, I allowed 4 hours with stopping and starting, but who knows. Looks like I'm coming to another sign, but yeah, it's a very well looked after track, so that's a bonus. This is called the Bust and Boom Trail, pretty much because floods, bushfires and whatnot can attack and hit it, and then at other times it's boom season where all the plants come back or the animals come back and start all over again. So it really is nature at its best and worst. Oh, looky here, another sign for me to stop at and read. There's a glimpse of the pound straight in front of us, so awesome. I don't know, well, I think I've got about another 3 k's to walk to get to the top peak, or the top lookout. I'm definitely not doing the peaks, so let's keep going. Oh, how cute is he? And everyone in front of me just walked straight past him and didn't even notice him. One thing I've learnt with my travels, that I used to rush to get to places, but I've learnt now, for me it's about the journey, not just the destination. So I like to take my time and just have a look around as I go and see what I notice that maybe someone else hasn't, or maybe someone would like to see on one of my videos. So I just take my time, wander, and hopefully find some really cool stuff to show you. I always wonder when I see rocks like this, they just stop. Were there once trees here that stopped them, or what happened? Yeah, so they just stopped where they are forever until, I guess, another ice age or something comes along and moves them along again. If, like me, you're not very fit, they have these seats all along the route. Not that I've needed one yet, and I've walked over 2 kilometres so far, so I'm not too damn lazy. I love the way they put these little footbridges across the wilderness to keep it safe, but we can still cross it and get to the other side. And what do you know, bloody stairs. I hate stairs, especially ones like this. I'm not the most sure-footed person, but I'm almost at the top, so it's not too bad. Anyone coming down is going to have to wait for me to use the handrail. I've almost arrived at the homestead. I can see it up in front of me. Once I get past these trees, you'll be able to too. There you go. So I'm going to go and have a look inside and I'll take you for a tour. Some of the equipment still sitting here that was used in the late 19th century, early 20th century, just left out in the paddock. And behind me is the homestead. So I'll go and have a look in there now. Well, it looks like we can't go inside the homestead. We can only have a look at it from around the outside. Oh, I've got some fellas pointing the way to the lookout, so I'm just going to head up there now. You won't see much more going up here because I need to be able to watch where I'm going. It's very rocky. So I'll see you at the top. After a lot of huffing and puffing and a really nerve-wracking experience walking up those rocks because there was nothing to hang on to, and it's in parts of it it's really close to the side, so it was a little bit scary, but I finally got up here, and this is what Wilpena Pound looks like from the bottom lookout. Look, in all honesty, there is not a chance in hell that I am going up to that second lookout. I'm not walking another half a kilometre up those rocks. This was scary enough, but I'm proud of myself that I did it. Yeah, so this is it. I found it a little underwhelming inside here. It's just not what I expected. I think when you see the photos, you don't realise it's just bushland inside it. I was expecting some sort of, I don't know, rocks and craters and things like that, but that's just not the case. So this is the reality, and I'll show you the pictures of what I'd seen that give you what I thought it was. Time for me to head down. Yeah, I just can't do that next level. My fear of heights has set in, and I'm so glad I've done this one. This is how high up I am. It's quite high, and I've still got to get all the way down there and way down to the bottom down there. I don't know if you can see the bottom. So yeah, we got to the first lookout. I'm really proud of myself doing that because I don't usually do this sort of thing. It is quite scary for me being afraid of heights, but I'm just taking my time going down and stopping as I need to, is to let people pass. I've decided to take the siding rock route, even though it's 100 metres longer, because I've done enough mountain goating at the moment, so I'll take the easy way back. As I head back, here are some of the amazing rock formations and plant life that I saw. And I know it doesn't look much, but when you put it in context of being there, it's absolutely spectacular. Well, it's been a nice bushwalk up to the homestead and Wangara Lookout over Wilpena Pound. I've really enjoyed it. It's been a long time since I've done a long walk, and it's nice to be back out in the bush and enjoying myself. So I'm just heading back now to the start. I've still got about 1.5 kilometres to go, and then I'll find somewhere to eat my lunch and head off to my next destination. It was really amazing seeing these old station buildings. You went from the log and mud buildings to total brick big barns, and then a smaller homestead made out of concrete. It was just totally different to what I expected, like so many different materials used and also well preserved. It's just fantastic to be able to just walk through here and see it all. After seeing the old ruins and seeing these buildings on this station, it's just so fantastic to see how well they were put together, that they've lasted this long. Like, you look at the houses of today and the builders can't even get them square, let alone go to this much trouble to have them last for so many lifetimes. I'm so glad I came out and had a look at this place. It is just so fantastic to be able to walk around the whole property. Is just so amazing, because I'm pretty sure there's people living in the house next door and they probably own all this, and they let us just come in and have a look and just see what it was like to live in that century. It's just so unbelievably amazing. Well, I hope this little tour around Old Wilpena station didn't bore you too much, but I've got to say I absolutely loved it. My last stop for today, I think, will be the Wilpena wool shed. So I'll go and have a look in there, and then I think I'll head back to my camp. It's only mid-afternoon, but I'm feeling a bit buggered. I've done a lot of walking today. I think I've walked nearly 10 kilometres, so not doing too badly. Yeah, so let's go have a look at the wool shed. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. We can only have a look at the wool shed from the outside. There's a lock on the door to stop us going in, so I kind of don't know why it would be classed as a tourist attraction if you can't even go in there and have a look. Damn, I wish I had known there were toilets here. I wouldn't have had to find somewhere to squat in the bush. Yeah, I'm festy, I don't care. So on that note, that's the end of part 2 of my Flinders series. Come back next week for part 3, which will be a mystery tour.